Hey, I'm Chad.
This is Eric.
And together, we are...
Jumpmen!
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is what you look like.
Oh my god, I didn't know you looked so...
Handsome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always like audio, and now it's video.
That's right. I mean, who knew? We look so good, and yet so alike.
It's amazing. Welcome to 50, bitches.
That's right, 5-0.
No more audio for this one episode. We had to go special. You've been listening to our voices, the sweet, sexy sound. It's the only way you can go to sleep at night.
But Eric, if we're not watching on YouTube or Blip or what have you, maybe the listeners are just listening to us on iTunes.
That's true.
That's right now. You're missing out.
Oh yeah, so sorry. We did this on video for those of you who just listen to iTunes. Sorry.
Yep, that's right.
You blew it.
You're gonna have to check out retrobeartv.com, or we have an official YouTube page.
That's right.
That's right.
Just look it up, find it, copy it, relink it yourself so you can get thousands of posts.
That's right.
That's what I do with all my Shakira videos.
Control-C, Control-V onto your Facebook wall.
We're 50!
Oh my god, your mom's 50!
It's been a year. We've been doing this shit for a year.
Wow.
And
a whole year.
I know, we're not bored yet.
52 weeks in the year, weekly podcast, and here we are, a year later at 50.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my god.
So yeah, here's our origin story. And we're not going to take an hour and a half like all those comic book movies do. Boom. Always making phone calls to each other, like once a month. I'm usually walking the dog when my dog tastes the smelly shit in the woods. And I call Chad up and be like, yo, Chad, what's up? Let's talk about that episode of the Smurfs from 50 years ago. Or from that one episode of the Chipmunks cartoon when Mr. T was on there and he was like, you can't eat those fries without ketchup.
Yeah, dope. Okay.
And then we're like, why don't we record this shit so other nerds can listen to it?
That's right. We were vacationing with our family in the Outer Banks, which if you've never been or have no idea what the hell I'm saying, the Outer Banks, the OBX.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's this well-to-do beach community.
Which we didn't belong at.
No, no.
We'd never been there before.
Well, actually, I take that back. There are these rentable McMansions, huge mansions on this obscure beach in eastern Virginia.
Although it's in North Carolina. But Jumpman disclaimer, we are in no way, shape, or form rich.
No, absolutely not. In fact, you might say, well, actually, it was
we
funny.
had to kill the family that actually lived there. We just slept in.
But there were a lot of rednecks
in
that beach. Also, there were a lot of people who scrimped and saved and recycled a lot of glass beer bottles to make it to the Outer Banks.
But we were probably the first people ever to be in a house where we pranked someone by taking a shovel full of horse shit and leaving it in front of each other's doors to step in.
That's right. And we're going back this year, so more adventures at the Outer Banks. But yeah, we recorded the first 3 episodes. Hardcore fans, you will know these as...
Daggy with my penis nose, V-cards with retards, and Avatar sucked.
That's right.
Boom, the classics.
Before the exodus, Thundercat style, to Virginia and New York City.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we recorded all 3 of them at the Outer Banks and posted them soon afterwards on the internet.
That's right, and that's when 3 of you started listening.
That's right.
For like a month.
Friends and family only.
Actually, I'm going to be honest, friends and family did not listen.
No, that's true.
In fact, they still don't. Only people that don't know us listen to the show.
That's true.
Friends and family, like, fuck off.
Yep. And that's all right. You need some distance when you're a family member. You need to be like, oh, that's great. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Oh, great. You guys are doing it? Sure. Okay, yeah. Get it away.
Yeah, every time we tell our family, it's usually over dinner, and it's like 1 scoopful of mashed potatoes worth of knowledge. Hey, so the podcast is still going good? Cool. What's on TV? So... Here we are.
Hey, I don't blame them. It's like, well, your family member's podcast or Star Trek Next Generations,
Star Trek Next Generations pretty much sucked. Except that one episode where they killed the chick in the beginning, and it was shocking. And when the aliens coming out of your neck.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
So let's get into Comic-Con.
Yeah, so dude, so you have no idea. Like me, I don't really follow Comic-Con and Comic-Con news, but there's a hell lot of video game news happening there. So I got my eyes peeled at the DC protests. I can't wait for that. The DC protests in San Diego.
Yes. So yeah, if you're watching this the very day that we're releasing it, this is very current news. And if you're watching it any other time, whatever. But anyways. There's something we got to talk about, Chad. You brought this up in a previous episode. How gay the new Spider-Man is.
Oh my
costume.
God!
Now, of course, The Jumpmen podcast here don't have a problem with anyone's sexuality out there. You can be gay. That's
true.
not, when we say something is gay like a costume, we're saying, it's just not really looking that cool, that dapper.
However...
Or really gay. Wait, check this shit out.
Wait, yeah.
Look how gay this is. Spider-Man, it looks okay. What is going on down at the bottom?
Oh my god.
What?
Spider dong.
Yeah.
Where
Where does the red end? At the penis.
That's right. It's the Borat thong Spider-Man. And what I love about this image is like not only are there spider balls, right?
Yes.
And then the spider dong, which ends at his dong. But you can it's like a see-through nightie. I mean, you can see like rib cage and underwear. You can see his fucking underwear, and he's wearing granny panties.
It's weird. And then further on in this issue, they show his ass too, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of like, this is the Spider-Man costume they would wear in a porno of Spider-Man.
That's true. Like a Spider-Man parody, like not done very well, done on a rooftop for $0.
Yeah. But anyways, we bring this up because, you know, Spider-Man this is going to be the big thing at Comic-Con this year. Spider-Man's making his debut. We're going to have the trailer. They're going to show the lizard. Are you excited for this?
No, not really.
Spider-Man?
Not at all. I'm just going to say it now. But you know what? That's usually our relationship. You know everything about movies, and I'm kind of like,
Well, the web shooters are coming back. It's not going to be Spider Jizz anymore. Like the old movies, it was Spider Jizz.
Okay.
It was like coming right out of its wrists.
Oh my god.
The web shooters are back.
Web shooters. Wow. That's like bringing back Stan Bush for Transformers 2.
Which yeah, they should. Oh, and, fine. Okay. The bad guy's the lizard.
Uh-huh.
And the guy that plays the lizard is the guy that played the kicker in that NFL movie, The Replacements.
What?
Starring Neo from The Matrix. That was a fucking good movie. I watch it all the time on TBS. Replacements, look it up.
I thought it was going to be Martin Sheen.
No. And like the girl in The Replacements, the head cheerleader, looks just like Lady J from G.I. Joe the cartoon.
All right. Wow, I got to go watch The Replacements.
Go watch Replacements.
Or maybe not.
So, and anyways, Gwen Stacy's in this one and not Mary Jane.
Good. Well, then they can kill her off.
Yes.
Yes. I'm all for that.
Although Emma Stone is in it and she's cool. Anyways, Spider-Man, whatever. Let's get on to the other stuff. Chad has not read this magazine. I read it while taking a dump yesterday.
I don't read this kind of magazines.
Well, we don't have to endorse it.
Wait.
It's not Man Pleasure.
That's nice. I'm looking
magazines.
about this Fright Night. Is that a remake?
Yeah, man. Fright Night. Boom.
Colin Farrell, Anton Yelchin.
The guy who played Chekhov in Star Trek.
Oh, kick-ass.
Fright Night. All right, so skipping right ahead to Fright Night. It looks kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, based on the advertisement on the back of this magazine.
Yeah. The original Fright Night in the 80s, cult classic. I'm sorry. I was alive then. It's not good. It really is not good.
See,
it's one of the worst vampire movies ever. I don't know why people like it, but this might be good.
I think cult classic is code for it actually really sucked.
Yeah, but I liked it, and so I'm going to call it a cult classic.
That's right.
Although,
or actually, people who call movies cult classics are people who just hate everything else that people like. They're just like, well, you didn't think it was good? It's a fucking cult classic. I mean, look at these awful choices the director made. That makes it a cult classic.
I know. I got dumped by a hot chick in high school, and I was like, baby, I'm a cult classic. You just don't see it yet. Other chicks, 10 years from now, are going to look at me and be like, he was a cult classic. I was all over that dong.
Yeah, see, I watched many movies. When I was in high school, man, 1997, yo, we had the IFC movie channel. I watched many independent films that were considered cult classics, including some shitty vampire films. And looking back, I was like, wow, they just didn't have any money and they made poor choices. What a cult classic.
The only good vampire movies are the ones with nudity. Sorry, Twilight. Get the fuck out. True Blood, we'll talk. But there's only one cult classic movie in the history of cult classic movies. There's only one. That's it.
Only one.
I'll let you guess.
Is it The Hills Have Eyes?
No.
What? That was a cult classic.
That's mainstream enough now. You can't even call it.
Yeah,
a cult classic has to still be kind of unknown.
Let me think about that.
There's only one.
The Night of the Living Dead?
No, what the fuck, dude? Everyone knows. My mom knows The Night of the Living Dead. You can't call it a cult classic if she knows of it.
Oh, Slither.
What the fuck?
Wait. Eight-Legged Freaks.
All right, this is just ridiculous.
No?
The only cult classic movie out there that it currently exists, and the only one that can use that title, is Six String Samurai.
Oh, shit! Six String Samurai!
Duh.
That's not a cult classic. That's actually good.
Yeah, but it's a cult classic because no one knows about it. Only cool people. Which means no one out there. You guys are hearing about this for the first time.
Wait.
Six String Samurai. Go watch it.
Wait, hang on. We just define cult classic as actually shitty movie. I would call this one an indie or an independent film because it was actually good.
No, we think it's good, but a lot of people will watch that. Or any girlfriends out there that watch it be like, this movie sucks.
All right, so
makes no sense.
So quick recap. Six String Samurai the apocalypse has happened and the Russians have nuked America, and Elvis is crowned king, and rock and roll and rockabilly music reign supreme, and Elvis dies, and there has to be a new king in Vegas, and so all of these people who play music and incidentally have swords and kill people are all rushing towards Vegas, killing each other along the way to become the new king.
While playing their music. So you got like death metal dudes versus like surf rock guys versus like everything.
That's right. And the main character, the samurai, who plays rockabilly and doesn't talk very much, is pursued by death.
Yes.
Actual death is pursuing him.
Yeah. Who can play a guitar like Slash?
That's right. And evil bowlers and an awesome band.
The Red Elvises.
The Red Elvises actually are in the movie.
Yes. All right, back to Comic-Con.
Hey.
We just gave that was a nerd nugget we just dropped for you.
That's right.
Check this out. The first movie at Comic-Con that we're looking at here is Total Recall.
What?
Total Reboots. Colin Farrell is now Arnold Schwarzenegger. Total Recall. What do you think?
How is that fucking possible?
First impression.
All right. First impression is it can't be as good unless how can you remake an Arnold Schwarzenegger? You know, what was it?
1990.
1990
when it came out.
Movie.
Which is still good. I watched it on Sunday.
It's not going to be as ridiculous. My first impression is they're going to make like, okay, guys, now we're going to do it like the serious movie, and it's not going to be cheesy, but it's not going to be good.
I just think Quato, instead of coming out of the guy's stomach, should come out of his ass this time. You want to talk to Quato?
Yeah. Talk to Shito.
Shito.
Guy's eyes roll up into his head, and he's
yes, Total Recall. As long as they recreate the scene where the alien chick has 3 boobs.
Dude, make it 6 this time.
Yes.
6.
No,
baby,
that's like a dog.
Baby,
boobs.
you make me wish I had 6 hands.
Yeah. All right, Total Recall. Next one, Underworld 4, Underworld Awakenings.
Sweet. All right, more vampire tits.
Kate Beckinsale's back. Actually, they don't really show nudity in this, but Kate Beckinsale's so hot in her leather catsuit, it's kind of worth it.
Dude. Well, I think my favorite part of Underworld Evolution was like, okay, we escaped everybody. All right, we're shacked up in a U-Haul. Let's get it on.
That's true. Mm-hmm. And I just like it's called Underworld because it always makes me think underwear. So it's like if you replace that every time, Underworld Awakenings, Underwear Awakenings. So I don't know. I mean, vampire movie. It's gonna be kind of cool.
I mean, why not? I mean, yeah, it'll make money. I mean, Underworld's consistently made money, and that's you combine 2 obvious winners. Guns and tits. Guns.
All right, next one, Twilight. Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Breaking Dawn Part... Wait, what? They're doing a Harry Potter? And breaking into 2 movies?
Yes.
Which one has the cesarean section via
This is the one.
teeth?
This is where they have, like, have a baby, I believe.
Sweet.
No, it's not sweet at all. This is stupid. Twilight would only be good if Underworld showed up in it and was like, F you guys, you give vampires a bad name. And shoot them to death.
Dude, you don't understand.
Dead.
You don't understand. All
Obviously.
right, I did not read the Twilight books. My wife did, and so did every female in her office. They passed the books around one by one.
Yes.
There's smutty romance novels, and that's totally cool. But what I heard about this last book will make an insane movie.
No, it's ridiculous. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
This
no,
is stupid.
Dude,
Twilight,
right.
you can't, all right. You talked in the last episode about how My Little Ponies are awesome, and now you're talking about how Twilight's awesome. I think you should be wearing the new Spider-Man costume.
Shut up.
That's what I think.
No.
You're ridiculous.
No,
how can you like Twilight and My Little Ponies?
Hey.
This is the last episode of the Jumpmen ever because they can no longer trust Chad's judgment.
What do you mean? I don't think you ever did. I'm not saying that the Twilight books are good. I'm not saying that I would ever read them. I'm just saying that I want to see a vampire give a cesarean section with his teeth, and then a werewolf who's standing nearby fall in love with the baby. In that order.
It's ridiculous.
In a film.
It's ridiculous.
What the fuck was she thinking when she wrote that? I mean,
I don't know.
It's insane.
This is stupid.
I think everybody who actually likes the books agrees. They're like, yeah, Breaking Dawn, what the fuck was that?
Oh, by the way, that's it for Comic-Con. It's like nothing else in here.
More.
Sorry.
Isn't there like Guillermo del Toro showing up being like, yes, I will do this movie, and then years later and all the mitigation later saying,
no, man,
no, I will not.
He's doing the Pacific Rim job. Oh, I mean the Pacific Rim. That's going to be the porno title for it. And it's going to be a monster movie. We talked about it like episode 41.
Is it? Oh, look at that.
Get that shit done.
Wow.
Anyways, Comic-Con, yeah, I don't know, there'll be a bunch of stuff. But
I don't give a crap about San Diego. I'm thinking about New York Comic-Con. It's
right.
going to happen. It's in my backyard at the Javits Center.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
We need to be there. Start sending in postcards of the show with 50 cents each. Actually, whatever
cereal box
city sends in the most postcards to the Jumpmen, we will show up.
What?
To your living room.
Shut up.
I'm saying it now. We will watch Six String Samurai with you because I have it on DVD, the only living copy. And we will eat pizza with you. Send in your postcards now, kids.
Wow, Six String Samurai, that brings me back. I used to listen to that soundtrack all the time. The Red Elvises did the whole soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's surf rock. It's so good.
All right, what we basically need to do now is just screw Comic-Con.
I can't believe you had like this whole prop, this whole magazine for like 2 things.
I really thought there was more pages, but as you were talking about something and I was tuning you out, I just looked ahead and there really weren't any other movies that are going to be there that I'm excited about.
Total Recall. I mean, come on. You don't have Schwarzenegger giving those amazing lines.
It is pretty good. Like when he has that huge the drill gun.
Yeah.
And he goes, what's the black guy's name?
Oh, I forget.
It's like Barty.
Black guy, screw you.
Screw Benny. Hey, Benny, screw you. It's like he's like screwing him with the screw gun. It's so good. Or Richter.
Oh yeah. I'll see you at the party, Richter.
Because Richter like punches him in the face. Is like, I'll see you at the party, because he's gonna Schwarzenegger to get his mind erased, and then he shoots Richter. See you at the party, Richter.
Oh no, he has Richter's. He's holding him up on an elevator, like an elevated platform, as it's going up, and he gets his arms ripped off.
Michael Ironsides is the best.
Especially Michael Ironsides getting limbs ripped off happens all the time.
Yeah, like in Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah. See what they need
so
to
good.
What you need to do, kids, is don't go watch a remake. See the original. See why people are still interested in the property. And
the special effects are still good from 1990. It's insane.
You know why? I'll tell you why. Because just like Jurassic Park, whose graphics hold up better than Independence Day, is because they used a blend of puppetry and special effects, which they're getting back to. Hollywood's kind of going back to that.
That's what they should do.
Because they learned a big fucking lesson from George Stupid Lucas. All the actors are like, I don't know who the hell I'm talking to or what's happening. It's just me and a green screen. And
terrible. Which is what we're in front of, but shh. All right, well.
In fact, what the hell's back there?
I don't know. I tried to make my own psych.
Oh, good job.
Didn't work. All right, so we gotta get onto some Thunder Dumps, because I have the greatest Thunder Dumps in the world. In fact, these Thunder Dumps are more exciting than Comic-Con itself.
All right, but first, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this right now, if you've gotten to what, I don't know, the 15-ish meter mark, that means you are actually a fan. Or maybe you were just curious. Maybe you watched like 5 minutes and you're like, what the fuck is this? And turned it off. But you, thank you so much for watching us and listening to our podcast. We love doing the show together. You know, we love doing the phone calls every week.
I honestly don't give a shit if you listen.
So, thank you so much for listening.
I'm not really thanking you.
And thank you for watching this time. It
Whatever.
was a really big deal, and
we're gonna do it anyways.
We're in different states, so we thought it would be really special to come and do this for you guys. So thank you so much.
I mean, whatever. All you people out there, I bang your moms while we listen to this podcast. So
don't listen to him. He really cares.
I don't.
He cares more than me. He checks our stats all the time. He's constantly texting me, Chad, look at this week. It's bigger than the last week. Look, there's a trend. There's a trend.
I only use the internet for nudity and movie spoilers, and that's it. So, on to some Thunder Dumps, which, by the way, is what I wanted to name this podcast. Chad wanted to call it the Jumpmen. I wanted to call it Thunder Dumps.
Which, incidentally, I think came about because we were looking for a new name to rebrand PBC Productions, God, years ago. And I think Shark Dog was one of them, and Thunder Sled was another.
Should we call it Thunder Dumps?
That's right.
We're called the Jumpmen. We'll get back to that, but first some Thunder Dumps.
All right, dump me.
All right, these are the best. These are the top 3. I don't know if we're going to discontinue the show after this.
Whoa, really? They're that good?
There are 3 live-action movies coming in the near future.
As opposed to
cartoons.
Okay.
Duh. All right. The first, I'm going to try and listen in the order of awesomeness. Actually, I can only remember 2 out of 3, so I'm going to have to think about the third one for a second.
We'll just do it one at a time.
All right, first one. The producers of the new Transformers movies, who successfully brought the cartoon to real life, are now going to do a real-life adaptation of Captain Planet.
Oh my God!
Yes, Captain Planet,
in a
live
movie?
action
In a movie?
Movie. Cartoon Network already bought it. Cartoon Network, in association with 2 dudes that worked on the new Transformer movies, are going to make Captain Planet live action. Go.
Oh my God! I want to be Wheeler.
Tell me how amazing that is.
There are not many movies I would go to like an audition for, but I would do it for Wheeler to be Wheeler. Holy shit!
Oh my god, this would be the great. I hope the Captain Planeteers all bang each other. I just can't wait to see their powers, man. The power rings.
That's right. The power is yours.
And we talked about this in episode whatever. Get laid, start fires.
We're all Planeteers. You could be one too.
That's right.
Saving our planet is the thing to do.
And I just want to see I want to see Captain Planet. Do they keep the mullet? Do they keep the green hair? Do they modernize him?
No, they have to keep the mullet.
And they can't give him a leather jacket because that's made from animals.
Maybe. wait. Captain Planet shows up, and the arch nemesis is Wesley Willis, and he's like, "Cut the mullet."
Of course, he's dead.
Exactly.
Rest in peace. We love you.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, Captain Planet is going to be a live-action
Planet.
movie. It's going to be so cool.
Well, of course, Cartoon Network is involved somehow because Ted Turner was like the whole Captain Planet deal was a Ted Turner thing, and he owns TNT and.
I hope they bring Hoggish Greedley as the bad guy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. My favorite Captain Planet villain was
Hoggish Greedley.
No way, dude. It was Dr. Blight.
Oh, voiced by Meg Ryan for at least one episode.
Holy crap.
She had like the hair over like a half-scarred face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just brown bag it. Brown bag it, man.
Just keep the hair over the one part.
She looked pretty good in that jumpsuit. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Maybe, in fact, I always thought like Duke Nukem had like skull fucked her.
And she had a computer, and her computer was named Maul. And she's like, Maul, baby.
That's right.
She loves her computer
she
guy.
Got virtual hard-on for whatever she wanted.
Maul. Although there was the rat guy too. What was his name?
Oh, Verminous Scum.
Verminous Scum.
By Jeff Goldblum in the pilot, and then never again.
So the Captain Planet, it was kind of like He-Man, whereas like the bad guys were cool and everyone else was stupid.
Except for Wheeler. Wheeler was actually cool because he was constantly macking on the chicks. His voice actor also had done the Karate Kid cartoon.
You're right, the year before.
Yeah.
All right, so I blew your mind right there. All right.
That is cool and stupid as hell all at the same time.
Okay, here comes the next one.
That was fucking amazing, though.
You're never going to believe this. Of all the movies that can get...
I mean, was that a lie? Did that really happen?
No, this is really happening.
Wow.
I don't lie to you.
Damn.
Then this movie, I don't know if they're going to call this a reboot, reimagining, or they're just going to just make it totally separate.
Okay.
They're bringing back Judge Dredd.
Yes! Yes!
Oh! Judge Dredd!
Judge Dredd, yes! Oh my
Judge
god.
Dredd. Judge Dredd's coming back.
Yes.
Judge Dredd is the best.
Holy crap.
Judge Dredd. Oh my god, such a good movie.
Just like Total Recall, you gotta see Total Recall and then you gotta fucking see Judge Dredd.
Sylvester Stallone's best work. Also Rob Schneider's best work.
Yeah, also Sly Stallone's worst movie in his eyes.
Oh, and it's the best movie in our eyes.
Oh yeah, it's like, I don't know what the hell he saw with that movie, why he hates it so much, but like he's done interviews where he said, but it's like, so what's the worst experience, or what would you have rather not done? And he's like, Judge Dredd.
Ridiculous. Post-apocalyptic world, mutant cannibals.
I mean, half men, half machines, and Sly Stallone giving the best fucking lines. Like, he's on the middle of the street, like, walking into the middle of a firefight where there's like explosions and gunfire. It's like, and they're like, Dredd, get out of there. And he's like, the maximum lethal range of that kind of weapon is 200 meters.
Yes.
This is 300 meters.
It's so good. Especially at the end, he's like, you've been judged. Which for 3 years after that movie, every time I had sex with a girl, I'd say that. You've been judged.
Man, I gotta watch that again. Holy shit. No, I mean, it was clearly a cheesy action movie.
So good.
But it was so good. And they didn't have like a ton of like visual effects to fuck it up. And they had this kick-ass, they had some kick-ass puppetry, some animatronics, this huge fucking robot tearing people apart.
Which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That robot was badass.
And the plot was actually pretty decent for a cheesy action movie.
You didn't even ask me who's replacing Sylvester Stallone as Judge Dredd. This is the best part.
Well, let me think. Jason Statham's replacing Shia LaBeouf, so why not Jason Statham?
No, not Jason Statham. Even better.
Even
Carl
better?
Urban.
Carl Urban. Oh, yeah!
Yes! The guy from Doom.
Wow.
The guy from Lord of the Rings. The guy from that weird Viking movie.
Yeah.
Where he just wore, oh, and he was McCoy in the new Star Trek movie.
Yep.
Carl Urban, man.
Good. Well, he has some small shoes to fill.
He's perfect.
Sly Stallone shoes.
That guy is like the perfect action hero. I don't know how Vin Diesel's career went higher than Carl Urban's career, because he is a cool B-movie action guy, and he's going to be Judge Dredd. I already saw the picture with like the helmet, and you don't see his mouth. He's like, Meh.
Well, he better.
Awesome.
I hope he goes all method and like really tries to imitate Sly Stallone, because in my eyes he will always be Judge Dredd. Because holy crap, like Judge Dredd, middle of the firefight, talking to his gun. He's like, rapid fire, double whammy, double whammy.
Judge Dredd's the best.
Ah, wow.
I may have ordered these in the wrong order because my last Thunderdump is pretty awesome, but nothing beats Judge Dredd.
Holy crap.
All right.
I'm excited for that. I don't give a shit about Total Recall.
I know, right? All right, here's the last one.
Okay.
You know, because I've hated on this kind of stuff too long, so we're going to make this a positive again. The director who's currently directing Captain America and who did one of the Jurassic Park movies.
Okay. I hope not 3 or 2.
And he plans to do the new one. Is currently pitching. He met with George Lucas and is pitching Boba Fett the movie.
Oh my god!
Boba Fett the movie.
All right, okay,
perfect.
Okay. All right, as long as Lucas has nothing to do with it.
Because this guy's going to direct it, not Lucas. He wants to do Boba Fett the movie, so we forget about the whole universe and just focus on the coolest guy.
But Boba Fett. Didn't George Lucas produce on Crystal Skull?
It doesn't matter,
dude.
Boba Fett the movie, not directed by George Lucas.
All right, I'm all for that, but you know he's gonna have his oily Lucasy hands on it.
Well, now, and this isn't technically happening. The guy was in an interview and he said he's smacking George from behind really hard to get him to make
So
Boba Fett the movie.
Hey,
that's right.
Hey.
And while feeding him a hoagie from the front. So he's trying to get Boba Fett the movie.
It, George.
But I think that'd be cool if it was just about him bounty hunting and just killing people.
That's cool.
His little rivalry with Bosk, that lizard dude.
I mean, maybe he could start where he sets off the bomb and blows his way out of the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, man, and have some bounty hunter wars.
As long as George Lucas isn't on set to have a fight with him like he did with Spielberg and Indiana Jones and Crystal Skull and fuck it up.
I just think, you know, we talk about how much Star Wars sucks now and the prequels and blah, 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 but Boba Fett the movie, just that?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Just, you know, ditch the Australian guy.
Yeah.
Or was he from New Zealand?
Just don't even let him take his mask off.
Yep.
Boba Fett should always have the helmet on, should never take it off, and that's it. Right. He's a badass. It's like Darth Vader. So you take your mask off, you lose your power.
And there should be a scene where he's banging some strippers, and they're like, take off the mask, Boba Fett. And he's like, no.
Just barely shakes his head.
My father died in this mask.
That's right. I had to scoop the head out first.
Wasn't everybody expecting when in the stupid prequel where young Boba Fett's holding up his dad's head in the helmet, and he's putting it to his head. When he bumps it against his head, I'm just expecting the flesh to be like.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like a Jello mold.
Wow. I just remember at that point in the movie, I was wishing that my head had been cut off.
Yeah, I was like, after the whole scene was, the third movie or was it the second movie?
I'll tell you, that was the second movie.
Prequel, yeah, with, oh god, the worst one.
Well, we could debate for the next 5 hours which one. I would say Phantom Menace is the worst.
There was no redeeming qualities in the second one. It just sucked.
Well, the lightsaber fight for a little bit was okay.
I don't know, man. That's where they decided that Yoda was a badass suddenly, and that he could like fling himself around like Kermit the Frog and Muppet Treasure Island, and that was cool.
When Obi-Wan fought Jango Fett, that was kind of cool because you always saw the rocket pack on the back of Boba Fett, but he never fired it. And in this one, Jango Fett actually goes and lowers himself and shoots that rocket. That was worth it.
Doing nothing.
Price of admission.
That's too bad.
I needed to see that. And I like his guns. He's like pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
See, I could make sound effects.
A lot of good that did him.
That's pretty awesome.
That was the Sarah Palin of weapons too.
So those are 3 movies. One that's definitely happening, which has already been shot. One that's getting ready to happen, and one that may never happen but is trying to.
Wow. Did they shoot it in Mexico City? Total Recall?
Hopefully not, because as we discussed, nothing good happens to actors in Mexico. Sad.
Well, I wonder if he'll bring the air to Mars this time.
I don't know. I just think the first 5 people to get on our Facebook page after watching this and tell us how much we like this, the next time we do a video, I will put Campbell's Chunky Soup in my mouth and pretend to barf. That's what Colin Farrell did in the movie SWAT, and it looked very realistic.
Wow, Campbell's Chunky Soup.
He barfed on the beach, and he had like sirloin steak Campbell's Chunky Soup in there, and he's like,
nasty.
So 5 people like it. Next time we do a video, if we ever do,
there's gonna be like vomit fetishists. Like the Vor people are gonna take you up on this, man.
That's our niche. That's our demographic. People that like to watch people vomit.
Dude, well, I have some news for you. I'm actually pretty freaking exhausted right now because I spent the last 10 days shooting another documentary. That's right. I'm legit. So I shot. My production company and I shot another documentary about the American puppetry scene down in Atlanta.
Wow.
Yes, interesting if you're into puppets. If not, you know, who gives a shit. But Yeah, dude, the highlight was I actually got to film the interview of Kermit the Frog's puppeteer.
So you met Kermit the Frog?
Yes.
Like the real Kermit the Frog?
The only Kermit the Frog.
Not like a knockoff. You met Kermit the Frog.
Well, get this.
This just got interesting.
The way it used to be, and the way that the puppeteers fought for, and the way that it still is now, is that Kermit can only be in one place at one time. There's no multiple.
Unlike
Santas.
Mickey Mouse, that asshole.
That's right.
Everywhere.
And actually, during his public presentation, he kind of mentioned that he's like, who is Mickey Mouse really? He's nobody. He's everywhere. He's in costumes.
Mickey Mouse Incorporated.
You know, it's like Santa Claus. Like he's just like so everywhere. But Kermit there's only one, even though he has 5 bodies. There's only one person who is Kermit the Frog.
So did you ask Kermit like a sexual question? Like what was your one question? When you fought to the front.
Well, we interviewed him for like 40 minutes on the stuff that'll be in the documentary, which of course we'll plug on our Facebook page pretty soon. Once the trailers are up, maybe 6 months, I don't know. But during the public presentation, which were to everyone at this National Puppetry Festival, including hardcore Muppet fanatics, there were some pretty awkward questions that came up.
I love the Muppets, by the way. We're looking forward to the Muppet movie.
Oh, yeah.
I have the show on DVD. I do like the Muppets.
Classic Muppets were amazing.
So, what's the grossest question that was asked that was actually answered?
So, the worst possible question was this woman. They were passing around the microphone. Everyone was asking these questions. And his presentation was about like philosophy and spirit and consciousness and like, you know, I wasn't really into it, but a lot of people were like, you know, deep.
Get to the question, dude.
I'm building it up.
No, it's not building it up. It's just annoying.
So this one woman in the way back was like, hey, Kermit, this is a question for Kermit. Because the guy's sitting there and Kermit's sitting there also.
Right.
And she's like, hey, Kermit, I was just wondering if you have any memories of the early 80s. Because, you know, we worked together on a certain Muppet movie, and you thought it was cute. And Kermit's like, no, I don't really remember anything past the early 90s. I had a major change in my life around the early 90s.
This was the worst question?
This is the worst question because he's
This
like...
is terrible. This is so stupid. I thought they were going to be like...
You don't understand. Jim Henson died in the early 90s, and she's asking him, like, hey, do you remember me in the early 80s? And he's like, hey, I took over for this guy who died in the 90s.
He actually died in 1990 on my way to a baseball game field trip.
Oh, you
in middle school.
Him.
No, I read about it.
Well, did you
bought a newspaper at that baseball game.
Did you win
and
or
read
lose?
that Jim Henson died. No, it was the Buffalo Bisons. It was a pro game.
Did the Bisons win or lose?
It was a rain delay, and then we left, and then they came back and won while we were on the bus.
See, you left, and Jim Henson died.
No, he's dead before. I got the newspaper. Sadness. All right. This is the special part of it's our 50th episode, and it's been pretty terrible so far. But we're going to end on a good note. Well, Judge Dredd was the highlight, let's face it.
Holy crap.
And we didn't talk about Animal Crossing, so I guess it's a good show.
What, Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
What?
Every episode is good that we don't talk about Animal Crossing, like that one episode that you did. I remember everything.
That's
so
good.
anyways, we're called the Jumpmen because one of our favorite games growing up as a kid was Jumpmen Jr.
Sure.
On the Commodore 64. And so that's why we're called that, not
That's right.
because of anything else.
That's right. Not because Mario was originally called Jumpman or in Donkey Kong or anything like that. No,
Yeah.
we're named specifically over this obscure, hardcore, hard as hell Commodore 64 game, which is a sequel to
Jumpman.
There you go.
So Jumpman Jr., it's the best. And anyways, we're going to play it right now. So you're going to see it in all its glory. As long as the plug and play that I bought 6 years ago still works. Otherwise, we're going to have to re-edit this.
That's right. And I think the podcast may end at this point. So people watching video, you get a little treat.
That's right. You're going to watch us play the best game of all time, where we got a name from.
Or maybe you'll just end this experience now.
They already did.
Who the hell wants to watch two grown men play a video game?
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody does watch that. It's kind of funny.
People would pay to watch me eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Crust first.
Maybe if you ate it off Spider-Man, people would give a shit.
All right. All right. So here comes some video game stuff, and for all you other people, see you at 51, maybe.
That's right. I'll see you at 100. I'll see you at Judge Dredd.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Suck it.
All right. I'm going to talk while Chad plays this game. He's not very good at it. At least, we used to be awesome. I'm better, but, I don't want to dominate this game. All right. That is the Jumpman. That is what Jumpman Jr. looks like. He's like just a couple of pixels. Let's do it, brother. Right. Fast. By the way, that is a bullet on the screen that's coming after you. I love the fact that this is a game where just a random bullet is just gonna kill you. You don't need a Donkey Kong to be your enemy, you just need a bullet, man. You're like the original Neo from the Matrix. Bullet time. Jump up that rope, jump it! You need to collect those little orange things in case you haven't figured it out. But when you hit some of them, some of your shit disappears. Watch out for the bullet! It's coming! Alright, level 1's pretty easy. Level 2's got fire. Jump. So you do it fire. Oh, extra bonus for being pretty. Alright, here we go. Fire! Oh god! There's a trick to beating this level. And Chad doesn't remember it. Oh, fire! Oh! Fire burn! Look at that, bitch! You died at 2 seconds in that level. That was pathetic. No, you died again! Did you learn nothing from your first life? Are you serious? The bullets don't even need to kill you. The fire's done the job. Alright. Oh, and the bullet has killed you! You know what? You suck at this game. I can't believe we do a video podcast. I'm out of here. See ya!